Gotta smell good for the camera. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel, okay? For all of my new subscribers, all of my A-Team OGs, you guys already know what's up. I'm back at it again with another video, guys. As you can see, I've been on a roll here. Yes, I've gotten my life together a little bit. Clearly, we've got to hang on things right now. For those of you that may not notice, I am building a schedule where I am going to be uploading on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That is my current schedule for right now, mixed in with some more fun content that I will be dropping as well. But you won't know about them if you are not signed up for my mailing list, so make sure that you are signed up for the A-list. The link for that will be in the description box below. Also, do not forget to follow me on Instagram. And do not forget, of course, if you are not subscribed and this is the first video that you are seeing of mine, hello, how are you? My name is Asia Christina. Very nice to meet you. Welcome to the A-Team Angel. Sit back, relax, binge watch my videos. I've made some great new content for you guys. And without further ado, let's jump right on into this video. We are still in quarantine, ladies. Don't let your loneliness get to you. I'm gonna break down the types of men that you guys should be avoiding. This is in no particular order, but let's start with number one. Late night Lance. Yes. Always calling at dark 30 because he knows that you are going to pick up. We are more vulnerable at night. I mean, seriously. That's why, what did they say? Sometimes the best conversations do happen at night, but for the most part, it's usually some sort of hotline, if you will, right? Things get more steamy easily at night. Our guards down, we're disarmed. Half of us are in bed, no makeup, pimple cream on, who knows? We're just more vulnerable. And then you have Lance texting you, yo, you up? Hey, yeah, what's up? Can't sleep. That's crazy because, you know, I was thinking about you all day, but I don't know, I don't want to go to sleep and not say what's up. And then here you go, sucked back down the drain again. Oh my God, I can't believe he's thinking about me. It's such a precious hour. And like, girl, stop. Stay away from late night Lance. He's taking advantage of the fact that he knows you're going to answer him. He knows you're more vulnerable. Okay, it's dark 30. No more with that. Next, we have chaos and confusion Chris. Does boyfriend things for you, but refuses to make you his girlfriend. But you're upset because you are always feeling uncomfortable to bring things up because you know you're not his girlfriend, yet he says he's not ready, but he doesn't want to lose you at the same time. AKA manipulating you, keeping a hold on you while not wanting to commit. In this type of dynamic, all you're going to feel is confused with this person. And that within itself is an answer, ladies. Can't communicate Corey. It's literally like talking to a wall with this guy. I mean, emotionally unavailable is not even the word. You can't get anything out of this guy. He dodges every conversation and he has mastered the art of being very vague. All of his answers are seemingly just enough to answer your question, but then once he's done talking to you and snakes his way out of the conversation, you feel emptier than you did when you came. Because I mean, at least when you were gonna address whatever you were going to address with him at first, you had a strong standpoint, but then he opened his mouth and you're just even more confused. And what does this do? This type of dynamic makes you work harder because whatever you chase runs. And in that type of dynamic, you're going to find yourself very tired and emotionally bankrupt by the time he's done with you and disposes of you because you are working to get something out of this man. Now, the issue with this type of individual is he doesn't see an issue with his behavior or his communication style. And why is that a problem? Because you can't change what you're not acknowledging. If you don't think there's an issue, it's not gonna get solved. And then we have don't define anything, Devin. Oh, how many of us have been in a situation with this guy? And I say a situation because it's never a relationship. This guy is how to get into a situationship 101. In this type of dynamic, there's no red tape, there's no defining terms. And what does that allow? What does that enable? That means no accountability, all at the grand expense of your feelings. Stay away from guys that refuse to define anything. When you don't have a definition for something, it is a breeding ground for deceit and lies in any sort of dynamic. This even goes with friendships. Oh, I don't really know if that person's my friend or not, but like, I don't know, like sometimes they're like a friend of me to me. Like, no such thing. In relationships and relationally, certain things are black and white. When it comes to defining things, are we friends? Yes or no. That's it. If there's no, sometimes no. Are we together? Yes or no. That is it. Are you interested? Yes or no. Okay, to what degree? Let me know. Are we on the same page? These all require answers. When you are with someone who refuses to define anything, you are going to run into a plethora of issues. refuse. And this again will leave you emotionally bankrupt, because I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go, babe. You're gonna get frustrated. You're going to be upset that you even let yourself get that deep into it without defining anything, because you think, oh, okay, well, first month in, oh, I don't wanna rush him, but I do like him. And of course, a month goes in, you feel like the vibes are aligned. You guys are vibing on the same frequency. And then lo and behold, you turn around, 6 months has gone by and you're still not this guy's girlfriend. And I don't know why it feels to us, or it seems like guys have mastered the art of being consistent enough to hold us where we are, and then one day they drop the ball because they can't keep the act up anymore, and they naturally go find someone new, and they feel like they have you in a good enough position, which they do actually, because now your emotions are at stake, where they can do whatever they want kind of and get away with it while still potentially keeping you there. It's not as high of a risk. When you have someone that refuses to define something with you, don't try to force someone to be in anything with you. They're either going to want to or not. Once they are addressed with the question of, hey, like, I'm just wondering, like, what are we, whatever the case is, however you do it, however it comes about, and they want to give you the, you know, I don't really believe in titles. I feel like let's just kind of see where things go and keep things where they are, because I feel like we're fine, like we're good with where we are. And I just feel like sometimes when you put titles on things, it just, for some reason, it just really messes things up. Yeah, okay. These are the same types of guys that don't want to get married because it's a piece of paper. No, it's a vow to God. You get a literal certificate for it by the state. It is a very serious thing. It is a vow. And if you are a human being with some sort of moral integrity or understanding, even if you do not want to get married, you have that understanding, even though you may not partake. That is not for you to minimize the significance of a marriage license and getting married. I even wonder, people that have commitment issues in many different areas. And be careful, because it may not be in the areas that you guys assume. You will think, oh, super successful guy, I mean, has to be committed to something. He does make a pretty decent living for himself. But then these people are inconsistent in their own personal goals. Some people just happen to be really good at making money. But in otherwise, they could have maybe weight issues that they are very inconsistent with, and that is something that they are not broadcasting, but it's very real to them. They could be inconsistent in so many different variables and so many different things in their life. Sometimes it's just so easy to look at an individual's success and sort of assume that they have it all together. Next, we have playing or player Peter. And understand this, people that are not of value or do not consider themselves of value will never understand your value. It's just not possible. Because if you don't value anything, it's just like some people like the idea of nice things, but they don't know how to handle it. So they mistreat it, they misuse it, they lose it, because they can't handle what it is that they thought that they wanted. When it comes to players, it is impossible to get to know them on a deeper level. They're not even connected with themselves. 9 times out of 10, people that are players are going through hopefully a phase, and some men that are still doing this into their 50s and even 40s and up, that tells you a lot about that person. I don't know what this thing is, sidebar, of guys bragging about being 40, 45 years old and even older, how dare they, on these dating apps talking about never been married, no kids. It's like, congratulations for literally broadcasting what a failure you possibly are. There's a disconnect there. Like, a guy even told me this one time. A guy over 35 that is literally not married, never been married or anything, that's a red flag. And I'm talking to the people that traditionally believe in, you know, in marriage too. What are you doing? That is not something to broadcast. That tells me that there is something deficient in you, and it must be great. Have you been working on a project for a majority of your life that you were unable to settle down with one person? I mean, literally, for goodness sake, Mark Zuckerberg was able to literally create Facebook while simultaneously maintaining having a girlfriend. I don't know if he's still with her, but probably he is. Like, I'm sure you can make it work. Aside from never being able to know these people on a deeper level, these people people don't even stick around long enough to even open up. They form very artificial relationships with people because what? To form a genuine connection with someone, what do you have to do? It takes time, it takes relationship building, which is bonding. And these are things that people that are emotionally deficient and emotionally unavailable, they are not capable of doing these types of things. They cannot participate in that type of party. It is just simply too much for their little peeny brain. They're not in the headspace, especially now I'm talking about younger guys, especially, you know, late teens into early 20s or 20s period, okay? They are not in the headspace to commit to one person all the time. So what are they gonna do? They're going to be here, there, everywhere, all around the square because they don't want to form deeper bonds with people because they're not in a space where they're trying to really uncover themselves. It takes true self-work and realization, and it's a sobering moment to sit with yourself. Stop numbing yourself in the drugs, in the alcohol, in whatever your vice is, in the sex, and sit with yourself and ask yourself, why am I this? I don't want to run through these girls. That is someone's sister, daughter, whatever the case is. Do you want it to happen to you? It really just makes you call into question these people that do these things that hurt people. They are going through something. So a player that's in his 20s, more than likely it is a phase and it will settle out, but you do not want to be in the crossfire of this type of individual and expect more out of them than they can give, because right now they're running from you and they're running from themselves. Players are not focused, right? They're not focused. They're just on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. What can I get today? They're living literally for the day. Hide and seek Harry. Okay. Tells you he hates social media, refuses to let you put a picture of him. Every picture that you upload of him always seems to be blurry because he's always sort of in motion to something else because he didn't really want you to take that picture, girl. He didn't really want to be in it. And every time you upload him, you are uploading him to close friends. He won't even let you do it on your regular profile. Probably doesn't even follow you on Instagram. And you think that this is literally your boyfriend. I see things like this happen all the time. And I'm not judging, but I genuinely feel bad for girls that are in situations like this, where it's so obvious what's going on from the outside looking in. It's like, girl, he's playing you. He's flip-flopping between you and the real girlfriend or the other girlfriend. He is playing the both of you. I don't care what you think he's telling you. He's either at his baby mother's house or he's at some other girl's house. Like, it's drama for a reason. There's a reason why you can't upload a regular picture of him, because he doesn't do social media and he doesn't like broadcasting his business because he doesn't want people in it. There really is a difference between an individual who genuinely just doesn't want to post their partner on social media, like myself. Like, I'm very private in that aspect. I would not post my partner on social media. However, I know the difference, and he would know the difference, that I'm not hiding you. This is just naturally how I am. I'm a private person. But you can feel intuitively when that's not really the case. Now, is it? Right? Because you're still uploading it. You're just uploading it to close friends. Now, why is that? And why can't he seem to sit still long enough for you to get a still picture of the both of you? Why is it always him in motion or him looking in a completely different, like, he's never like there with you. He's never attempted to take a photo with you. It is always out of force, some sort of coercion. And for those guys that want to use that excuse, oh, social media doesn't matter. No, here's why social media actually does matter. Social media is a platform where people post their best lives. That's what you want to show the world, your friends, your family. So yeah, it actually does matter to a certain degree, because if you don't want to post, or you won't allow someone to post you that you are in a legitimate relationship with, we have a problem, and it's not in Houston. And also, it's not Instagram either. Instagram isn't your problem. It's just that you don't want to be seen anywhere because you want to hide in the shadows, because you don't want anyone tracking you and seeing, oh, okay, yesterday she posted a picture in your bathroom. Now you don't want this girl to post another photo in your bathroom, because you know, we as women, we're the FBI. We are the FBI when we want to be. We put two and two together. Why is the brick in the back, one of them's green, and I know that's his place? And she posted that when? I was just there on Thursday, and she posted this on Thursday night. I left Thursday morning. And then you do all this FBI work, and it's like, you two are still with him. You three are still with him. However many of there are you're all still with him, fighting for, you know, America's Next Top Model with this guy. Like, I don't know what type of games you guys are playing, but literally, stop. It's ridiculous. ridiculous now. I'm embarrassed for you. All is not lost if you literally just put an end to it now. Like an end to that relationship, that situationship, because it's not a relationship. This guy does not want to broadcast you for a reason. Even be careful of being in a controlled environment all the time where he knows who he's not going to run into when he sees you. He's always dodging you all the time. If you dare bring up any of these sort of things, he's going to do what? Ghost you, not speak to you for 3 days, okay, maybe even a week, make you feel crazy because he's manipulating you so that you apologize for you being offended that he won't even post you to begin with. And then it turns now into you being upset legitimately at something and him ignoring you to the point of crazy insanity where you are apologizing for something that you did not even do when you were the one that was actually offended. When someone isn't even asking you why you are behaving a certain way, that is a sign. Someone that genuinely cares for you and wants to be with you is always going to approach the situation from a why. They're not just gonna say, you're acting crazy, honestly, I'm done with you. If someone loved you and they're in love with you, they're going to say, why are you acting like this? You know that I love you. How can we make this work? It's not gonna be name calling and walking away and I'm so mad at you, I'm not gonna speak to you for a week. Because that just kind of means we're on a break by default, and like, we're not even really on a break because I'm not even with you. Like, it's just, you know what I mean. And lastly, we're gonna talk about the typical cheating chase. This guy has a girlfriend. He probably has a baby mother. And he complains to you about how he's unsatisfied at home and how they're breaking up and they live like roommates. They don't even sleep in the same bed anymore. He like sleeps on the couch and like they barely even talk. They're just living together and cohabitating for the baby. Or they're just living together until their lease is up. Save it. No man is living in a home with a woman. And I'm not saying it's impossible, so calm down. Calm down over there in the comments. Settle down now. Let me explain the rest of my point. Thank you. Typically, these guys, they may be having issues, but they're not going to leave. Same for even married men, because cheating is cheating all across the board. Wife, girlfriend, whatever. Because that means that you were in a commitment where you can be held accountable. There is a line of red tape that says, if this person found out that I was doing this, they wouldn't be too happy. You wouldn't feel any ounce of guilt or accountability for someone that you're not even with. It's like, wait on. Hold on a second. I'm like not even with you, so I'm very confused here on what's going on. You feel more comfortable saying that as opposed to, yes, I literally just cheated on you yesterday because I was bored and I was kind of upset with you, and this is how I handle my anger. I literally go and I splurge and I deep dive into other girls' lady parts because I don't know how else to deal with my emotions. I mean, and even then you would honestly be lucky if you even got such an explanation, because not only is that the truth, but if someone's able to reveal the truth, it means they're workable, they're a little pliable. But let's be realistic here. 9 times out of 10, many times out of many, if that even makes sense, these types of guys that are complaining to you about their difficult situation with their girlfriend and she knows they're not together and she does her own thing too, they are lying to you. Do not fall for it. Don't be the type of girl that's dating the guy who's living with his girlfriend, his baby mother, or his wife and think that you are going to be an exception to the rule. Your situation is oh so different. It is not, I can assure you. Because let me tell you something, sweetheart. If he's gonna cheat with you, he's gonna cheat on you. And once you conquer that individual and you feel like, yes, I knew he loved me, I finally got him to get with me, then guess what? Now that worry that you were a part of for the other girl is going to become your main priority and your main concern. You're not going to sail off into the sunset and never have the fear that what you were a part of, you are exempt from. So never feel comfortable being in that sort of position. And a lot of women who take pride in their type is just whatever isn't theirs, whatever doesn't belong to them. These people have serious issues. They love the idea of taking from someone as opposed to feeling like they rightfully earned that individual. Their perception of earning an individual is taking something from someone else, and that's their type. You can't build a solid foundation on something like that. It doesn't work like that. Has it happened? Probably. Of course. Everything is circumstantial. But for the majority, I don't think anyone would choose to be in a situation like that. So angels, that is the end of this video. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what guy you have encountered out of all of these people that you learned your lesson from and that you are gonna stay away from for the rest of your life. I wanna know in the comment section below. With that being said, do not forget that I love you and God loves you, and I'll see you beautiful angels in my next video. Mwah.